Sydney Developer Toplace has their building license revoked. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's look at this article from the ABC which is discussing, well, a Sydney developer who's having their license revoked. Sydney developer at the centre of a cracking tower allegations has building license revoked. Here we go. I mean, we're well aware of the construction issues in Australia and in multi-res construction. We've covered it on this channel time and time again. I need to update the map as well. But, I mean, my argument has always been part of the reason for this has been an overheated market. And, well, if you've got less time to do things in, this is what happens. It's one of many reasons, actually. And the procurement method. I'm concerned with design and construct for habitable buildings that you have to sleep in. But then again, it depends on the builder that you're working with. Honestly, some are fantastic. Controversial property developer Jean Nassif has been suspended from holding a building license in New South Wales for 10 years, while the building license of his company, Toplace, has been permanently revoked. The New South Wales Department of Fair Trading imposed the bans, which will come into effect next week after an investigation. The investigation found more than 40 defects in residential developments constructed by Toplace, the Atmosphere and Skyview developments at Castle Hill in Sydney's northwest, and the Vicinity building in the inner west suburb of Canterbury. Stripping Toplace of its building licence could have ramifications for the construction of a commercial centre it is underway in Box Hill in Sydney's northwest, and more than 1,000 apartments across other developments. Now, just the allegations and, well, the photos you've seen of defects. I mean, here's the thing, defects happen on projects. It's just part of it. Buildings are unique. They're unique one-off works. And sometimes site conditions can result in defects, so you have to rectify it and you have to find a solution to it. So it's never going to be perfect. That's just how it is. When you're constructing, you need to have contingency funds set aside to adapt to that. You've got to appreciate it. I mean, on my own build, literally here, I'm going to add 2 columns to get rid of a bit of bounce in some new steel beams we've put in, just to stiffen it up a little bit. That's just part of it, guys. You've got to prepare for these things. Toplace will continue as a developer, and construction will continue on Toplace sites without interruption, with alternative arrangements in place, a company spokesperson said. Toplace will challenge the notices issued and is confident that the court will overturn the notices. The department has a track record of issuing defect notices to Toplace, which have failed when subjected to external scrutiny. That's the thing. We've got to see both sides of this situation. Toplace has always stood by its projects, and where defects have occurred, it has returned to fix them like any other major developers. Toplace and Mr. Nassif rocketed to prominence in 2019 when a social media post of him presenting his wife with a yellow Lamborghini went viral. Well, it shows you how removed I am from the bloody TikTok shit, isn't it? I only know about this guy from the building issues on his project. I couldn't give a rat's ass about the Lamborghini stuff. I mean, the more interesting thing I'm seeing, on this ABC article here is they're talking about the Liver King. There you go. I guess, I'm not the Lambo demo, guys. The company has repeatedly clashed with New South Wales building authorities over alleged defects in some of its residential towers. In July last year, Toplace entered into an extraordinary agreement with apartment owners at its $900 million Skyview development after allegations of serious defects. New South Wales Building Commissioner David Chandler had earlier issued an order preventing Toplace from settling with owners who had bought off the plan in 2 of the 5 towers in the complex after government inspectors found cracking in the basement slabs. Now, this is what I've been saying. Don't buy off the plan. Okay? If you're buying off the plan, you're usually buying so bloody early in a project that the architect's probably just done a schematic design. Nothing's been worked out. We've seen examples of people buying off the plan and what they got was completely different to what they bought, but they've got no recourse. One guy didn't even get his outdoor greenery. A subsequent report by independent engineer found rectification works and ongoing monitoring would not affect the integrity and overall performance of the building. Toplace then agreed to be liable for structural issues in the development for 20 years and cover any defects for 10, backed by $11 million security guarantee, the first agreement of its type ever struck in New South Wales. So, well, there you go. I mean, they are putting their money where their mouth is. Okay? So you can see there's an independent engineer's report. It won't affect the integrity or performance of the building. And they've put $11 million bucks up. So they're not doing what some of the dodgy boys do where they just disappear. Okay, at least you can respect the fact that he's putting his money where his mouth is, which is good. The Department of Fair Trading has been investigating Toplace and early this month issued the banning notices, which are due to take effect from December 15th for the company and December 16th for Mr. Nassif. Toplace and Mr. Nassif have 28 days from the date of the disciplinary decision to lodge an internal review or appeal to the New South Wales Civil and Administrative Tribunal, a New South Wales Fair Trading spokesperson said in a statement. To date, no application has been made. Toplace has engaged barrister Scott Robinson SC to appeal the banning orders in the New South Wales Civil and Administrative Tribunal. And you know what will happen? If they do appeal it successfully, we won't see an article about it. That's just something to keep in mind. So let's have a talk. Guys, as I've said before, buying into these type of multi-res developments, you're buying into the entire building. If there's a risk somewhere, it flows through to all of you. It's a little socialist dictatorship there with the body corporate. And if you're buying off the plan, there's a whole other element of risk there. You know, it'd almost be better, honestly, if a developer built these things just to rent that out, you know, and then they would own the asset, build to rent, because then, well, they've got a vested interest in ensuring low maintenance building for the lifespan of the building. That's something to consider. What do you reckon? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. I have to keep an eye on it. We'll see how it comes out. At least they're putting their money where their mouth is. This is fantastic. It could be a lot worse, and we've seen it. I mean, how's Mascot going? Anyway, thanks for watching. Check out my other channels, HeiseBim and HeiseSays International, for other topics I discuss. And if you're a fan of the channel and want to support us, you can financially on YouTube or Patreon. Use our referral links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. Buy our Pocket Squares or call us if you need an architect. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next episode of HeiseSays. Just checking everything's working here. Great. The movie's streaming. Beautiful. Take care, guys. Oh, and thank you to the viewer who emailed me this article. I appreciate it. I wouldn't have caught it today if you hadn't. Thanks.